What do red kangaroos eat and how do they acquire their food?
In the wild, red kangaroos will eat mostly grasses as well as flowery plants and browse material that are found in Australia. But most of their diet is consumed of the grass that they have their territory in.
And what can you tell me about the social organization of the red kangaroos?
The social organization is usually considered a mob, and it's usually anywhere from, one male to a couple females to, 3 males up to, 10 females. Usually there's one dominant male that kind of controls the group, and he is considered the breeding male. Then there's usually just a group of females, and there's really no hierarchy when it comes to the females. If you are old enough and mature enough to breed, you will be bred, probably by the dominant male. As the younger males get older and are able to breed, they will start fighting for the breeding rights. You'll see the dominant male fighting with some of the younger males using the kicking and the boxing to kind of show their dominance and who can be in charge and take care of the breeding in the mob.
And when it comes to raising the young, how does it work? Does the male play any part?
The male does not play any part in the raising of the joey, which is what a young kangaroo is called. It actually migrates into the pouch, and it'll live in the pouch for up to about 6 months in there, if not longer, and it will nurse. It will start coming out at about 6-7 months and showing ability to be on the ground, but it just keeps hopping back into the pouch for actually up to about a year. So female takes almost complete control of the situation as far as raising the young.
And do you have anything that you would like to add on a personal note regarding your experience with the red kangaroos here at the zoo?
They're very interesting species, actually. The reproduction cycle is very interesting in itself. The fact of how many young they can have at a time. The mother can actually have 3 young. She can have one waiting to be implanted as a blastocyst, and then you can have one on the ground, and you can have actually one in the pouch that is nursing. So at any time she can have up to 3 young, so that's very interesting to me. It's interesting to see the kangaroos actually become territorial with their females in the boxing, and the interesting vocalizations that they can do when they're trying to communicate if they're upset. It's fun to watch them hop around. And they actually have a lot of personality. Each kangaroo is a little bit different. Some are a little more skittish than others, but it's interesting to see how they're able to adapt to their environment as well as far as their eating behaviors. They actually will sometimes eat food, and like a cow, they kind of chew on their cud, and they'll regurgitate some food if they did not digest it fully, and they will actually chew it again and redigest it. And that's kind of interesting sometimes to see. You'll see them standing up, and you'll see them looking like they're possibly going to throw up, and they actually are regurgitating food and then chewing it back up. So that was something that was very interesting and something new for me to learn as a keeper with these guys, because I always thought it was a bad thing, but actually it's a really good thing.
Well, cool. Thank you very much for all the information, and thanks for letting us meet your kangaroos.
You're welcome.